you are not teaching your kids about financial management and wealth building. But fortunately for you, the United States government is starting a program that'll make it that much easier to expose your kids to the concept of investing. On July 4th, 2026, the United States government opened what they call 530A accounts, otherwise known as Trump accounts. Now, what this is designed to do is open up an investment account for your kid with some seed money from the United States government that can be contributed to every single year until they are 18 years old. Now, this account functions like a traditional IRA. So if you're unfamiliar with that, maybe do a little bit of research on how IRAs work. But the eligibility is pretty simple, right? You have to be a U.S. citizen under the age of 18 and a valid Social Security number. Now, one key thing here is there can only be one account per Social Security number. So it's not like a dad, an uncle, and a grandparent can all open an account for the same kid. Doesn't work that way. Now, another neat feature, which isn't yet permanent or available to anyone, is the seed money. For certain individuals that are born between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2028, the United States government will contribute $1,000 of seed money into this account. Now, this is a pilot program, so I would suggest getting on it and opening up an account while that money is still available. The annual contribution limit is $5,000. Now, that's annual, meaning just like an IRA, you can contribute up to that amount year over year over year. And this is where the real value is, y'all. No one can predict the future of anything financial or economic, but if you look at historical data, specifically like the S&P 500, and then extrapolate that to these accounts, if you start the account early and you contribute the max every single year, you could literally be looking at hundreds and thousands of dollars in those accounts by the time the child turns 18. And this is where the real value is at. It's not just about growing money. It's about teaching these kids the art of like sticking with an investment, that it's a long-term play, not cash it out in 3 or 4 years. Because compound growth, compound interest, things like that, it is a long game. Like the kids need to understand, like you don't just cash everything out in 5 years. You let it play out long term, and ultimately you'll end up with many times the amount of money that you actually invested. Now, how do we start one of these accounts? There is an app out there. It's called trumpaccounts.gov. Or you can complete an IRS form. It's IRS form 4547. Right now, these are the two ways to kick off one of these accounts. Again, if your child is born between that very specific date range of January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2028, the U.S. government for now will contribute that $1,000 of seed money. So I highly, highly advise that you take advantage of that. If you have any questions on how these accounts work or specifics to your situation, I would highly advise getting on either the IRS website or some other government website that shows the complete breakdown of how these programs work. It's very, very exciting. It's nice that the government is putting a foot forward to help our young people get these accounts started. If you have any questions, hit up those sites. If you ever want to talk about just general investing or home buying or VA loans, please reach out to me.